Hello and welcome back to my Breath of Fire 1 Let's Play. And something bad's happening, really bad. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's well, that was a big surprise. Where did you come from? Yeah, we know. Hey, I don't want to go back there. I wanted to find out what was past there. Why, thank you. Winlan, Oh great, more caves. Wait, you're not gonna give me anything? Oh yeah, that destiny crap. Like I care about that. Alrighty, okay then. Not sure what's really up with the recording today. Well, it's survivable a bit. Yeah, I thought I better get an episode done today because a lot of people in the house are sick at the moment and it's stopping them from talking, so I thought I'd make this video before anything bad happens to me. I wish these fleas would get the hell out of here. I think next time I do this LP, I might do another episode tonight or someone, and I might actually change PCs for it, because I just don't really think this PC is capable for it. As absurd that is. I mean, it's fine playing it on its own, it's just when you boot up the recording, it's just not very good, so I'm gonna look into changing that. And hopefully my voice sounds a bit louder as well, because I know the sound got drowned out a bit last time. Not really sure why, but my microphone is so quiet compared to my actual sound speakers itself, so I had to do a lot of tweaking on the audio to actually make my voice heard. I do have like a mic boost option, but it just produces so much static it's not even worth it. Oh wow, we've got more slimes. Yeah, I apologise if I don't actually speak much as well, because I've like only Let's Played like once or twice before, and I never really got far in them, and I'm just not very good at sort of talking about lots of things all the time, constantly, especially in the sort of long battles and all that. So hopefully that's not too off-putting for you. Yeah, so at the moment we're just exploring past where that town blew up, and we're in a town called Winlan now, which is very nice. This is Winlan, okay? Alright, I guess that's because you don't have wings or something. Skande. I wonder where Skande is. Well, that's kind of interesting. My general rule, if you're playing a Breath of Fire game, never expect the people you meet in the game to be normal. Karma. So, we've got an evil wizard looming, Alright, let's see what's in the castle. It's a good place to start. Okay. Alrighty. And there's our Nina of the game. If you haven't played a Breath of Fire game before, there's a Nina in every game. They're all different characters. They have their own personalities and all that. But it's just like a running thing, like cactuars and chocobos in the Final Fantasy series. So that's one thing to expect when you're playing one of these games. And I like the little running consistencies they have with the series. They kind of deviated a bit in the 5th Breath of Fire game, Dragon Quarter, but I still really enjoy that game. I mean, I know the game got a lot of hate, and when I first played it, I was actually a bit confused because there was just so little to do with the Breath of Fire games. I mean, they didn't have the fishing games. They didn't have the they didn't have the old traditional long RPG sort of thing. They didn't have very many characters. They also had a time limit on the game as well. So I can see why the game upset a lot of people. But as a game on its own, I really, really enjoyed it. 'Cause I mean, if you look at the plot on its own, it's a really good game. Like, you had 2 best friends, and I'm gonna say spoilers because I'm just gonna warn the spoilers because I'm probably gonna spoil something here for Dragon Quarter. So if you haven't played that game, just mute the mic for about a minute or so. The sound or whatever. I'll get the word right in a minute. But yeah, you had 2 friends. You had Ryu, you had Bosch. They were like best friends. One was an upper class, one was a lower class. They both had the same sort of ideals and stuff. Bosch wanted to get higher up in the world. And then a disaster happens, and the friends get separated, and Ryu acquires this strange power, and yeah, it sort of spirals into this thing where they both become jealous of each other, and they just start fighting between each other, and to the point where it just gets so malevolent between each other that they end up wanting to kill each other. And it's just so sad because they realize that at the end it's really only because of the dragon powers that they had that were making them think that way. Because Ryu linked with Odin, and then Bosch got jealous over it, and then he force linked himself with Shetir, and what they didn't know is that these 2 dragons absolutely hated each other, so that's what really contributed to them actually ending up wanting to kill each other, because the whole game was focused on the D-counter, and every time you used the powers, the percentage went up. So that suggested that every time you used the power, it suggested that like the dragon had like more influence over what actions they took. So it was kind of sad watching like 2 best friends ending up being so horrible to each other. And then finally, well, Ryu ended up killing Bosch, so yeah, that's the end of the spoilers for Dragon Quarter. So I'm not talking about that anymore. Now back to this game. We've actually got Nina now, and we have to find this remedy for the king, because obviously everyone's bone idol to do it. But luckily we aren't on our own. We've got 2 guards join us in this cave as we make our way. Seems that there's a wizard behind it. The king opened a letter from the wizard from Karma, and he got poisoned by it. And in this chest here we got Cure. But yeah, that's mainly what Princess Nina's goal is at the moment, so we're not playing Ryu right now, which is a bit of a shame. And then we got the 2 glooms set up here. Just gonna make note that you'll see very soon that yeah, the soldiers are quite strong, but Nina's attack is extremely weak, so yeah. But what she does have is a lot of healing spells, so that kind of makes up for it, I believe. So yeah, let's just AB these guys, because the soldiers are really strong. I think the main reason for them being here is because Nina's attack is just so piss weak anyway. We got a Suede gone. I don't know if she can equip that. What, Suede gown? Sounds like something she would wear. Would you wear a straw hat? Yeah, you will. What about the Suede gown? Yeah, and that improves her act quite a lot, so I'm not sure really what act does in this game. I never really figured it out. I always thought Vigor was speed, because I'm pretty certain that's speed in Breath of Fire 2. I was actually playing that today. Just a little bit. Yeah, I got a bit late to the party, but I actually got a Wii at Christmas. It was actually given to me. It wasn't my choice to have it or not, I was just given it. But yeah. I only have two or three games on it right now. I mean, the first game we got for it is, my sister, eldest, really wanted Shining Force 2 on there. So I bought that for her, and then earlier in February, I just randomly felt like buying a game, so I just took a blind leap and I bought Last Story for the Wii. I mean, I had to pick between Xenoblade or Last Story, and I went with Last Story because Last Story was cheaper in the end. But yeah, I actually finished that game rather quickly, but I did enjoy it, mainly because of the main appeal to me was the fact the story was written by the same guy who wrote Final Fantasy 4 to 9, and I'm an absolute fan of those games. I don't know if he had any contribution to 10. I know Nobuo Uematsu did, and I know he did the music in Last Story as well, which is also why I bought it. But yeah, I don't know if the writer for those games had any influence on Final Fantasy X, but I actually have to be honest, I really like the plot for Final Fantasy X. X2 kind of put me off a bit. I didn't really like the whole girly, was it YRP thing, and like random pain character there. It was a bit like is it Charlie's Angels or that? What's it? Reminds me of that old French cartoon, Totally Spies. It was quite glaring. Yeah, my youngest sister quite adored that game, so I mean, I tried playing it. I really love the battle system since it's really similar to Final Fantasy V, and that was one of my favourite of the Final Fantasy games. Mainly due to the job system, and the Final Fantasy X2 had like the dress fiat thing, and I thought it was a kind of fan servicey concept the way they did it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you have to look at the battle system and the battle system alone, and that's what I feel really sells to me as a game. Like, if the battle system isn't good, I just won't. The game just won't hold me for long enough. Which is one reason why I actually really enjoy Breath of Fire 1, is because while the battle system's a bit slow at the beginning, especially with the frog battle and the night battle I did earlier, which was just like trading blows, which was kind of a bit meh. Like, there's no real strategy involved in just using herbs and healing, and using herbs and healing, and yeah, and just slog. Just a really long, boring slugfest. But the actual battles and stuff get a bit more interesting as we go along. So that's the main reason why I really enjoy this game, and it doesn't really require a lot of grinding as well, because I know there are, especially Breath of Fire 2, my god. If I ever decided to let's play that game, I'd have to do so much off screen because there's just so much grinding in that game, especially at the beginning and just before, well, you just, basically you need to level all your characters, but with the amount of time they give you between walking between each place, it's just not possible. And you have about 7 or 8 characters in that game. It's just not possible. Like, I had the monkey guy, Sten, and the armadillo guy, and I actually, like, completely forgot to level up the armadillo guy, and yeah, I'm at the point now where I just have to level him, and it's just taking me forever. Like, even in a high level spot, it's just taking me forever, so. But yeah, enough talking about that for a minute. We're actually at a new town now. This is Romero. Karma is west of here, and Agua is north. Okay, so this isn't the place where the Mr. Evil Wizard is. But apparently he's actually been stirring up trouble here because there's zombies, or so they say. Alright, and what do you think he'll be using those girls for, do you think? His slaves? Or... you know where I'm getting at. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal up a bit. Why is that guy running in circles? What the hell's wrong with you? Okay. I'll take your word for it, but you really shouldn't be running in circles if you're trying to look for her. Okay, so zombies only move at night. Let's see if there's any new equipment available to us. Short rapier, bronze rapier, bronze shield, bronze hat, gown, chainmail, silk gown. Do I have a bronze rapier? I can never tell with these games. Like, it would help if they, yeah, I've got a short rapier. I don't have the bronze one yet, so I'm going to invest in that. Knowing in my luck, I'm going to find one down the line, and I won't even need to buy this at all, but... yeah, I don't think there's any point buying armor for them, because... well... it's just not a good idea to buy armor for them, because, there's good reasons for that. So yeah, that helped a bit. Shield. Maybe I should buy a bronze shield as well. Yes. Oh wait, she can't even equip a shield. Well, that was silly of me. How are we doing for curatives? Got a few herbs. Can I clean this up? Oh, I really wish I had the... oh, don't even want to do that. I wish I had the clean option like it did in Breath of Fire 2. I was kind of a bit used to that after just playing it. Oopsie, just like off-click the screen a bit there. Oh, finally, someone's actually selling herbs times 9. Might buy an antidote times 9 as well. I'm sure those recover MP, so I might buy some of those. Okay, I think I'm good to go. So, what have you got to say? Yeah, it does kind of look a bit tainted and saturated. Aw, piggies! So cute. So let's leave this town now and venture into the unknown, which looks like a forest. Wonder what that place up the top's for. And what sort of things are we gonna find here? We're gonna find a creep. I'm pretty sure there's some decent items in here, but do I have to deviate from the... I just really don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. We've got P-bugs. They're gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, nice one. I was expecting Nina not to be able to kill it, but I think that bronze rapier is actually helping us, because I always remember getting poisoned by those guys, but I'm not getting poisoned this time, which is great. So I've actually improved my strategy since I last played this game. Whoop-de-doo. Mainly with common sense, but there you go. I'm pretty sure there's an item up the top here. I'm sort of just faffing around now. I'm just gonna keep finding encounters. Alright, while I figure out what to do next, I'll finish the video here and see you next time. Oh look, there's a chest! Whoop-de-doo! Bye!